So this is Zeynep Erden Bayazit from Istanbul Technical University. I'm the Vice Director at Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. My two last names one of them is from my ex-husband and the other one is from my present husband, because I connect my children through my last names. This is the first bridge from Istanbul connecting Asia to Europe. And I think connecting really lies at the core of the UIF program. My work as FIF began in 2020. This was my first contact. Of course, initially I also had a project named Let's, and the idea was to turn the engineering education at ITU from a lecture-based learning to challenge-based learning. It was ambitious, it was a great idea, and of course it fell through because I had two assumptions. The first assumption was that the university management would support me, and I would also have other faculty members supporting me. University management changed, and in fact with the new management I wasn't even sure about the future of the center itself, let alone the project, and so ultimately it got shelved, and I was really demotivated, but I stayed in the FAF community, I attended the meetings, and that really uplifted me, and I kept going. And then I reframed. So my inspiration was Saraswati's effectuation theory. Saraswati actually tells that instead of starting with the goals, you start with what you have, with your resources, with the means, and then build on connecting and collaboration. So start with what you have rather than reaching out to the tree. So what did I have? I had the UIF fellows. So instead of working on my own project, I focused on the UIF fellows and I started to support their projects, and they were very lovely. They did a workshop series, they took part in hackathons, and they showed themselves, they really shined through. And then, so these are my 2020 cohort. Maybe you've seen them here. They're very nice, bright students. They work really hard. They were very enthusiastic, and the word spread. So people started to hear about the UIF program, and there came my first lemon. A large chemical company, Organik Kimya from Turkey, heard about the UIF fellows. They said, we want to do something with you. And so there was my first lemonade, Let's in a Mind program. So that's a co-creation between the large company, our center, and the UIF fellows. It's a challenge-based learning program which was open to all Turkish universities. So this was my sweet first lemonade. Then came the second lemon. The university management got involved in an Erasmus Plus project. The theme is changing engineering education. There you go. So they started to see what we were doing. They were impressed with what we did as challenge-based learning. And now we're going to have the second lemonade, because Let's in a Mind program is going to be introduced as a best practice in a coming symposium in May. So things started to come together, and in the end, this is my quilt, the end product. And the key is, I'm not going to give you a how might be question, but I'm going to say the key is being persistent, keeping, collaborating, and all things and all pieces will come together eventually. Thank you.